Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday, November the 10th. And we had another green day today. Very, very happy with how today went. Green day, I think we were just over $1,000 in profits today. And we also, big deal, we had a green day on our PA account. Our first day on the new PA account, we had a winner, took one trade, and it was a nice winner. So we'll talk about that, but I want to get started with this huge missed opportunity that I had early in actually pre-market this morning around 7 o'clock. I was actually setting up one of my ATM strategies. Whenever I build an ATM strategy, I actually made one for my PA accounts. But whenever I do make one of those, I like to test it with a SIM account early in the day or whatever. And so I was doing that here, and I saw this setup unfold. Actually, on this, as I tested this, I had a little profit on my sim, but I would have liked to jump in at this point right here or here. But as I was doing that testing, I watched this unfold. Then we had this other consolidation here, and I took this trade with several of these accounts. I think the top 5 and also my UProfit account. So I think I was trading 6 account on a copy trader. Took this trade. And had a very, very nice run going. I think I took a $237 profit here. Here's the problem. Again, I took profit early. This should have been, this red box indicates what the trade really should have been. This should have been a $1,000 trade, or probably more like $1,100 trade across 6. Actually, no, it was 7 accounts because I was also trading my 150 account. So it should have been like a $7,000 winner before the market even opened had I allowed this trade to run. So what happened, I had flashbacks from the other day. I was up 230 some bucks here, and we started consolidating, and I just took my profit, and I shouldn't have, which was fine. I had a nice win across these 7 accounts, the first 7 I was trading. And then this is a huge no-no for me. This is why I drew this circle around here. I entered this consolidation at this point, actually more on the top end. I think I was, as we saw this pullback here, is where I entered. And I entered with my next 3 accounts here and also this 150. So I entered with these, and I decided, with this continued consolidation, I decided, you know what, I'm going to move my stop way up tight. I'm not going to let this thing stop me out for much of a loss. And that was such a mistake because I did get stopped out, but it wouldn't have stopped me out. My actual stop loss, my ATM strategy stop loss, was down here. So I would have easily had another $400 winner easily in that trade had I let it go. But because I moved my stop up, I got stopped out, and the trade continued to run exactly as I had, intended for it to go. So this was just a huge back-to-back lesson again on things not to do. The biggest one is let the trade run. If you're in profit, let it run. The difference between this trade and the pre-market trade I had, a week ago or several days ago, was that trade really started to pull back. This one hadn't. It just started consolidating. So not very smart. Again, I took a little bit of a trade. Actually, I took an entry here at this consolidation, and my ATM stopped me out for profit there, but nice little win. And then at this point, this was kind of a stupid trade. I saw these long wicks and thought we were having a pullback. And again, every time that I find that I make a big mistake like this, I take trades that are not ideal setups. Probably because I'm a little bit frustrated and I understand the missed opportunity, and that's a no-no. So here again, I thought we were rolling over, took this for a short, and ended up with a loss there. Moving on for the rest of the day, I had a really good winner here. I think this was about a $300 profit. I think I dug some of these accounts out of the negative that they were in. Obviously, I did. Those are back to being in the red. As you can see here, I took a big loss. This was one where we had this consolidation, and I thought we were going long, and we did. I just simply took my entry at the wrong spot, and these long wicks stopped me out on my stop loss. So it it's one of those trades where, it is what it is. You're going to have losers, and you're going to have that happen. So I can't really cry too much about that. Here I jumped in. I just saw that we were ripping up. My ATM strategy stopped me out with a small win there. I should have just re-entered, and I didn't. Had I re-entered, I would have had a nice trade. This here, somewhere right in here, entry really should have been another $400 trade at least, maybe $500. This was a questionable entry. Well, it's not a questionable entry. I shouldn't have entered. Again, a thing I noticed today I think I had a 50% win rate today. Half my trades were winners, half my trades were losers. And the losers were on the away from this 21 EMA. My best trades, typically speaking, are on that 21 EMA. Look at this early morning, right on the 21 EMA, or it was a little bit above it, but right in this trend. And here, this one was way, way far out, and just not a smart trade, and it cost me. So the rest of the day, there wasn't a whole lot really to talk about. I had some, again, some winners, some losers. I pointed this out because I actually set up I don't know what you call this, but I basically put in like a market order for a short, because we were consolidating here and I'd seen these long wicks. We were kind of in this bit of a downtrend. So I put in an order to sell when we reached this level, I think it was like a 342 or 45 or something like that. And I had put that order in, and we were still over in here. So I think we were actually just past this wick is when I put that order in. So about 6-7 minutes goes by, and I was actually paying attention, doing something else. Boom, this order fills. And what do? We just immediately rip up. So that was just bad move on my part. But then I was a bit gun shy, and I saw this consolidation, this 360 consolidation, and I was like, I should jump in. But here, again, I had taken a couple of losses on some not good entries, and then I was a bit gun shy. Had I taken that trade, I would have had another huge winner here. But I didn't take the trade until all the way up here, and then my ATM stopped me out for a bit of a profit, nice little profit. But by then the move had already happened. So again, I just drew this out because I had identified it, I looked at it, I thought I should take it, and I decided against it, and that was a mistake. I also wanted to point out over here we had this big consolidation. ATM stopped me out for a very, very tiny win here, probably only like a couple of ticks. And then I jumped back in, caught a nice little winner here. And then this was my PA account trade. And I think in hindsight, this was a bit of a lucky trade. Again, this is getting off this EMA. But we were in such a strong uptrend, and we had this consolidation again. And so I entered on my PA account and did catch a nice $167 winner. Right here, you can see that. That's that account. So nice day one first trade, profitable trade on the PA. I love seeing that. But in hindsight, it was a bit of a risky trade being far off this EMA and after this move had already happened. Now, granted, today was literally nothing but an uptrend day. I mean, we went from the morning, here we can kind of catch the whole day. This was at the morning session, we had a bit of a dip down, and then it was nothing but up all day. I was gone most of the afternoon, but I did come back at the end of the day here, and this has happened twice, 2 days in a row now, where I've done a stupid trade at the end of the day. But I had seen as I came back and looked at my charts, I saw this just continued build up, just slow grind upwards. And we were starting to consolidate here, and I'm like, I might as well just jump in. Maybe I can catch a little bit here at the end. And I traded that with these accounts. Most of these accounts were above almost 800 actually. And then obviously that went against me, and we pulled back, stopped me out, and then we went back up again. So I lost $200 on that trade, which is kind of disappointing to end the day. I would have had, about probably a $1,400-$1,500 day instead of having a $1,000-$1,100 day. But in any case, I can't argue too much. Can't be too upset. I had a really good day again, back-to-back green days, and I'm very, very pleased that day one on the new PA was a green day. So step one, and I think the first eligible payout that I would have would be the December 1st payout period, and I'm not quite sure what Apex's rules are going to be with the Black Friday holiday and Thanksgiving. I'm not sure what the markets are doing. I'm actually not even sure, so I have to look at that. But so I have a bit of a limited time, but I do think that December 1st to 5th entry would be my goal with that PA account. So that's one of the things that we're going to be focused on, is trying to get this PA into a profit and being able to take a payout in December. That would be awesome. So that's pretty much a wrap. We're going to be back at it again on Monday, and hopefully we have a good week. We did have a red week, even though we had the last 2 days were green days. As a total, the week was red. We're going to try to do better next week and continue to learn as we chart our daily progress, chart our trades, take a look at this in hindsight and figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, and then go from there. So have a good weekend. Hope everybody had a good week. We'll catch you back on Monday. Take care.